Hello, Steamboat, how you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater. Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat, how you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. Monday morning, it's me, TC. Welcome. Episode 41 here at the Chief Theater, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. I hope you guys are up having a great Monday morning, getting ready for the week. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. Cannot complain. Merrick's cracking me up already. He's very direct. He dropped his phone. And we just leave it at that. No emotion. I didn't get an explanation as to what happened yet, but I'll figure out why eventually. We have to call Kelly Bomer, all fixed, get it working. No? You like the privacy, I bet. Hey, again, it was a great weekend. If you guys didn't get a chance, first Super Fun show went off. And unfortunately, we set the bar really high. We had an incredible time. I hope the people had a great time. I'm sure there's some clips and vids, and we'll give you a little sampling of some of the stuff some point during the week probably, but it was a great time, and I want to let everyone know I made a conscious decision not to drink and drive. You know, every once in a while you think, yeah, I could do it, and I always make fun of the athletes with the Ferraris who wrap their car around a pole and then run away and forget that the car's registered to them. So I got done with the show, and I put my gear and outfits away, and I put my keys on my seat and locked the car. So transportation home, people, not even going to risk it, right? That's the way to do it, and I was really proud of myself. So way to go, Tone. As you know, World Cup starts in 4 days. Merrick, representing USA, who sadly is not in. Merrick's got Pedigo. I don't know what team, maybe Italia. They're not in it either, maybe. But World Cup starting, and unfortunately the U.S. didn't make it. I can tell you guys, Ernie Stewart has now been tagged as general manager of the U.S. men's national team, so hopefully, as he said yesterday during a couple of friendly stores over the weekend, it's a whole new process that's got to start for the national team. So we're going to bring in a lot of the youth, and 2022, that's what we got to qualify for. That'll be the next World Cup for us. So hopefully some of these young guns that are popping off right now, playing some friendlies and challenging, drawing with France 1-1, hopefully they will establish some dominance here in the world scene and get us prepped for 2022. Rafa got himself another title at the French. It's 11. He's tied Marguerite Court for most titles in a single event, which is pretty damn amazing. Sloane Stephens, unfortunately, was beat by Halep. So the American, she got to the finals, and I'm sure she'll be motivated to get back there. Dustin Johnson won the FedEx St. Jude Classic, which is could be a bad luck omen because he's now ranked #1, and coming up is the U.S. Open, and no one has ever won the U.S. Open after winning the prior event. So we'll see if he breaks that jinx. The Rockies, Red Sox, and Yankees all lost. Well, hopefully they'll move on. And here's a big thing coming in you guys got to know. Ride the Rockies. They're rolling into town today. I got the real Chief Corey Christensen, in the building, and he's going to give us a little information on how he's going to handle all that and see if he hops on a bike and rides with them or something. But they're coming in, you guys, and they're going to be taking Highway 131. They're going to hop off in Stagecoach, ride down by the lake, come back up, get on 131, take 14 the back way all the way into Howelson. 2,000 riders at least, somewhere around there. Some will be camping out there at Howelson. They got portable showers and restrooms, and they can have access to the lodge. The event for the Ride the Rockies goes from 2 to 9 today down there. It's open to the public, so if you're interested in hanging out with some of the riders, feel free. Some of them do get hotels and whatnot, and they'll be around town, but a lot of them will be down at Howelson. So be aware if you're trying to ride the back way or drive the back way, the bikers are going to be coming. If you're interested in volunteering, because they're going to be here a couple days, there's another event on Tuesday as well, and then they take off Wednesday. Go to grandfutures.org. And I think it's /Ride the Rockies, and you can volunteer, but go to grandfutures.org, look on their homepage if you're interested in volunteering or helping out. The rider's going to have options. They can have a 48-mile ride west of town on Tuesday if they want to sign up, but then they take off Wednesday for a 93-mile ride to Grand Lake. Kudos to you, bikers. That should be fun. But want to thank you guys for hanging out. We got the real Chief, Corey Christensen, coming up, and we'll see what's going on around town. Hold on. Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC, and as always, greatness in the chair next to me. Look, the real Chief Corey Christian. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Tony. How you doing?
Excellent. Hey, Mom. Look, seriously, my friend. He's not looking for me.
Regular.
I wave to him. We have talks on the cars while we're driving. It's my guy. So thank you, man.
My pleasure, man.
I'm so psyched. So Merrick said, all right, let's ask him. Events. How do you guys handle these events? Everybody's coming.
Yep, it's a busy time of year for us. You know, all summer long. We hire a whole bunch of seasonal employees that help us. Community service officers. Some people call them bumblebees, I think.
Yeah, the bumblebees. On bikes, even.
We got them on bikes. They are our bread and butter in helping us make sure people get around town and are safe. So,
do they give you a little heads up? We got an issue.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Like as an example, we had some parking problems this weekend.
No.
It's shocking to imagine, but
I thought Sonia Macy's dialed that in for us.
Lacrosse tournament brought us a lot of extra people out at Emerald. And, it was a big challenge for us, and I know not everybody was happy about the parking out there. But
what do you do?
We work as hard as we can to be as helpful as we can to get people where they need to go. So.
Do we start, Merrick and I, we're flipping coins on this. Do we start with they roll over the pass and we scare the hell out of them, or do you give them an open, hey, welcome, come on in, let me show you around?
We are about welcome. We're glad you're
here. You are? No intimidation?
Not unless they need it.
Told you, Merrick. Because then it's there.
We're. This is a place where people come to visit.
Yeah.
We love where we live. And we like people to see it. So, if you're behaving yourself, especially, we're there to help you out. We're there to. As a matter of fact, this weekend I was talking to somebody who had lost their wedding ring.
Oh God.
Out at Emerald, and we had it back to him in like 12 hours. And I was shocked. I was like, you lose a little wedding ring. How do you get it back? And he was just over the moon, happy about that.
That's awesome.
That's how we work.
All right, and how about you've got 2 new lady officers?
I do have two new rookies. We call them the rookies.
The rooks. Now. Can you give a shout out to them?
Yeah. So we've got Officer Rebecca Buttermore and Officer Lisa Wilson.
Yeah.
They're both in field training right now.
Yeah.
So you'll see them out there with another officer.
Okay.
We field training program. We pair new officers up with senior officers who are trained on how to train police officers.
Oh, okay.
It's a little trickier than you might think.
Yeah.
And through the summers, it's a 16-week program.
How many of your officers are trained to train?
Probably about 4 or 5, and all the supervisors.
Okay.
So all the supervisors have that specialty training.
That works. What was my other here? What is that? The tourists, you said it. We've got them. They're coming. I want to say, any recommendations to them?
Oh, well, understand we're a friendly place.
Yeah.
Understand that this is our home.
Yes.
And we get a lot of tourists who really respect that this is our home and they enjoy it for the same reasons we do.
Mm-hmm.
My big thing is let's be safe.
Good point.
I had a report. It didn't hit the police, but I had a report about some people who are trying to tube right now.
Oh gosh,
and
yes.
that recreational tubing can be kind of tricky, and they I guess they had a hard time. It's 2,300 CFS as of this morning, so it's really getting after it.
All right.
So we just want you to be safe.
Yep. Let's tell the people how we got you here, because I don't know if everyone knows the story how we got
You mean
here.
how you jumped me in the alleyway?
That we can go into. Merrick and I were fast. He got out of his car. He didn't see us coming.
It got me.
Got him
in the
with
alleyway.
the body armor. No, how'd we get you to Steamboat, sir?
I spent 27 years in the Fort Collins area policing. Love Fort Collins, great place to be. Raised my daughter there. My granddaughter lives there. And I was the assistant chief of police in Fort Collins, Colorado. And I was really just looking for the perfect place to go to want to be chief.
Yeah.
And Steamboat came to the top. And I will tell you, I would go home at night and I'd tell my wife, okay, so such a place is looking for a chief, and she'd be like, yeah, well, you're living alone, in some of those places. And when I went home and said Steamboat, she's like, yeah, that might work.
Yes.
And so we came up here and checked it out before because I got a lot invested in Front Range, and just absolutely fell in love with this community, and competed against a bunch of people, and I was pretty excited to get the appointment, and haven't looked back, haven't regretted a single day.
Now let me ask you, have the people, because there was that competition, the people selected you.
Right.
You got that love just like that, I think.
I did.
You really did.
Yeah.
What's that difference like from Fort Collins to Steamboat?
Well, it's interesting. Fort Collins, when I started working in Fort Collins, there was about 80,000 people lived there. Today, there's over 170,000 people. And in Fort Collins, I was just down there this weekend. I walk through the grocery store and I don't see anybody I know.
Wow.
That's impossible in Steamboat.
Yes.
As you all know,
Yes.
impossible.
Yes.
And so, so that's a piece of it for me. I love that, seeing other people I know, having that smaller town feel, where someone can approach me in the alleyway and I'm like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Early in the morning.
And early in the morning. And, but that's just the joy, I think, of this community.
Yeah.
And I think this community's got a really good sense of civility.
Sure.
And friendship and friendliness, and that's I really enjoyed that part of it.
And we got you in Rotary right away as well. Can you expound on how Rotary has assisted you in the policing of the community?
Well, first of all, I've got a heart for service.
Sure.
I've been doing this now close to 30 years, and I have a heart for service. And Rotary was really one of the first groups that reached out and connected with me.
Yeah.
In all honesty, and those friendships have continued. And so when it was time for me to make a decision about whether actually, I think I was hounded a lot by people, but no. I just found I wanted to be a part of that group.
Yeah.
Such a great group of people. They do great stuff for this community, but I also, I went to Agua Prieta.
I was going to say, will you share the Agua Prieta and riding with was it the girls? Or was it the youth?
So we every January, the Steamboat Springs Rotary goes down to a Mexican border town called Agua Prieta, and as you know, and we do service projects down there, and we go down there with the Steamboat Interact Club, which is, quite frankly, a group of high school teenagers who are just amazing,
motivated to be successful,
absolutely amazing, and so we go down to Chaperones, and we load vans up with these teenagers, and it's been a while since I've been around the teenagers for a whole lot.
And it's you and Hammond?
It was me and Martinez.
Ray Martinez.
Yeah, and we ended up being the cool van, just so you know. And we had a great time. It was almost all young ladies on the trip, and so we had 4 young ladies who are just amazing, and they'll be future leaders of this.
And I'm going in detail. It was ask Corey a question, right?
So about halfway down the drive, it's a couple hours. Halfway down the drive, they realized I'm the chief of police. They had no idea, and so then it was ask the chief anything.
Ask the chief anything.
We had a great conversation.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
You enlightened them on some things, I heard.
Well, we shared. Yeah, we shared. Sometimes what happens in the van stays in the van. Just so you know, we talked a little bit about that.
What happens in the van? All right. I saw you at cornhole.
I know. I went to the 3rd round.
You did.
You went farther than I did, though.
I did. I didn't know you had cornhole skills. Where did that come from?
Hey, it's just hand-eye coordination.
Really? That's what we're going with?
Oh, that was a great event.
Incredible, right?
I had a great time.
I'm surprised. And now next year gets bigger.
Right.
Most likely. Do you foresee yourself competing and going a little farther next year?
Absolutely. I've been practicing. So, as a matter of fact, I was playing on Saturday. I was practicing on Saturday, yeah.
How did you do, really?
I got beat. by 2 college girls. But that's all right.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, that
All right. Any other events? Anything you want to share with the people that we got coming up?
I do want a couple things. Mustangs are coming up.
Oh gosh.
Got to remember Mustangs are coming up.
What do we do for them?
We close Lincoln down. We just close Lincoln down and park cars on it. It's great. That's one of the things I love about this town. We'll close Lincoln and have a party in it like nobody's business. I love that. And I do want to remind people of the fire danger.
Let's do it.
I mean, I'm gonna channel Chief Stewart.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yes.
We need to be really, really careful. So,
period.
Just period.
Did he make his decision on 4th of July yet?
I don't believe so.
Okay, coming up this week probably.
It's probably coming close. We have got some new fires going on. They just closed the San Juan National Forest.
No.
I heard that first thing this morning. They closed the forest. So, it's dry. It's beyond dry.
People are coming to camp. Be safe no matter what, right? Is that extra water, extra everything to take serious precautions?
Yeah. We want to be real careful.
Can they reach out to you guys for fire information, or should we send them straight to the chief and the fire station?
Send them to the chief.
Send them to the chief.
He's the one that keeps track of that kind of stuff.
Okay. Anything else you got? You got
bears.
Notes there.
I got bears. I wrote things down.
You did bears. What about them?
Oh
Don't
man,
wrestle
they're
them?
having a ball. They're having a ball in town this year. Bears know how to get into cars.
I've heard this, and they're
but they can't get out.
Okay. They know how to open a Subaru,
right. But they don't have a thumb, so they can't do the other side.
Okay.
Once the door closes, they freak out and they will total your car. So don't store food in your cars. Yep. Keep your trash put away.
Should we lock the car?
I think you should lock.
I don't care if you're in a driveway or at your friend's house or at the lock your car.
I think you should lock your car.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Not even just for bears, but people steal stuff out of cars and lock them up.
All right.
Keep your trash where it belongs. Yeah. Don't entice the bears. They have been really busy this year, and I think that's an indicator of the dryness out in the forest.
They're coming down.
They're coming down. So we want to be careful about that.
That's it. How do people reach out to you if they want to say, "Hey, Corey, thank you for being you"?
So you can dial the police non-emergency number 879-4344. My email is online.
Yep.
You can send me an email. I answer all my emails.
He does.
You can stop me on the street. I wear my uniform pretty much every day.
Yep.
So I'm always happy to hear good things.
Yeah.
As I like to say, if you hear something good about us, tell your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
If you're mad at us for something, give me a call and I'll take care of it.
How about that? And I've told people that over and over. There was a time when I used to call and say I didn't do it.
Right.
That was me. I've grown up since then. Corey's here, and I can call Corey and say, "Corey, guess what?" And we talk, and we just talk. And good people.
That's the way we work. And I got great police officers and
you do.
CSOs and animal controls.
Are we gonna Gad Boys? Are we gonna continue to say he's great?
Yeah. He's a good officer. He does a good job. I won't publicly shame him.
All right.
He's a good officer.
Chief, the real chief. Sorry, Chief Parker of the theater, but this is the chief. All right. Thank you for stopping.
My
man.
pleasure,
Appreciate
Tony.
it. Come
Thanks
back
for calling
anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime. Stick around. Sonia Macy's is in the building. More greatness. Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. having breakfast. Just keep chewing, and with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC. And look, more greatness. Sonia Macy's. Give me some.
Greatness.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's great.
God, you called and I said, will you come on? You said yes, and here you are.
Here I am.
What are we doing?
Well, we're talking about the city council, I think.
Oh, yes, we are, you guys. And I think I've told Kathy and Scott and now you, kudos, and I don't know how you do it. I don't. I mean, people said, Tony, you've been here 18 years, you should try and run. I would curl up and cry in a corner after a meeting.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be great.
I don't
You'd
think
be
I could.
fantastic.
I don't think I could handle it. How do you do it?
Which part couldn't you handle?
The sensitivity of them telling me I'm wrong.
Right. Okay.
I couldn't handle that.
So if you can handle 30% of the people hating you all the time, then this is the job for you. And that 30% will switch depending on the issue. So at one point in time, every single person in the community will hate you.
That's the hard one, really, right there. I like to be liked.
But that's okay. People come back around, and no, I mean I'm joking.
I know.
But the decisions that the council makes do affect obviously everybody in our community and then the greater county.
Yeah.
So we are under a great deal of pressure and scrutiny to make sure that those decisions are ones that people like.
Yeah.
And that are beneficial to the community. And depending on where you sit in the community and what you like,
right,
it could be beneficial for you and a huge loser for somebody else.
Yeah.
So I mean that's just what we have to balance, and we sign up for it, and there we are.
How long have you been signed up for this now?
So this is my second term on
Yeah.
council. I started in November, and then I had previously been there from 2011 to 15.
That's
Took
right.
a couple years off and came back, and that has been great. I mean, taking some time off was good.
What have you seen that's changed? And let's just say positively. What has changed from when you were there? You take a break to clear your head, maybe? See some change? You come back? What's better?
Well, going back to that time, I mean, 10 people ran for city council seats in 2015. Yeah. 10 people. Now, when you see that happening, I think that's a message that, the direction needs to change.
Okay.
Right? So I was walking out of a pretty difficult 4-year term.
Yeah.
We had a couple of city managers who, one after another, had some challenges. And then, it was a difficult time. So for me, taking a couple years off was great. I came back, and, the first thing is, the morale of the city staff is at an all-time high.
Sure.
It's good. When the employees are happy, things are good.
Yeah.
The city manager is stable and steady.
That's a good word.
Yeah, I think, Gary's just, he came in at a really tumultuous time and brought some, okay, let's work together.
Yeah.
This is how the process works. I mean, he's been at this for a long time. So, he knows what he's doing. He brings everybody in. Excuse me, you're not going to agree with him all the time, but, the point is that he knows how to do his job. And so he's doing a good job with that. The council members who are currently seated, really, I think every one of them came to this with a passion for, not just for an issue or a certain thing they wanted to see happen, but actually for being a part of the process, for being a council member. One of the really positive things I've seen is that this group seems to really want to restore dignity to the council. There was a time where I think with all the acrimony and difficulties of city managers and budgets were tight.
Sure.
And, so if you looked at the dialogue at that time, it was not always 100% civil.
Sure.
And this group has really worked hard to make sure that everybody's valued, everybody's heard, and that, there's a real civil, respectful dialogue in the city council chambers and, when the council is interacting with the public as well.
It's so good to have you back.
Thank you.
And I think it says something when you take a break and you come back and they say, yeah, please, we want you on. You know what I mean?
Well, Tony, I was uncontested, so there weren't a whole lot of choices, just
but
FYI.
I still think people always speak positively of you.
Well, thank you.
Like, your dialogue is always, it's transparent, and people can always find out what the meetings, we got Christina there filming them usually.
Right.
So, people can see what goes on.
Yeah. I do believe that we should be fully transparent. And, I think if people are getting into public office and that's a surprise that you're going to be under scrutiny and that people are going to ask you to be consistent with your positions or explain why you're not, probably not the best place for you.
Right.
But no, it's been great to be back. I think it's taken the couple years. Actually, I took another job. I was doing a little more traveling regionally and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So then coming back, I don't know if you remember, but in the fall, I had actually left that job, so I was back in the community. And after 2 years kind of on the road, I felt a little disengaged, like what's happening? I'd like to get back involved. Is I bored? What should I do? Never really occurred to me to jump back on council, to be honest with you. No, because, no, it didn't. It did not. And that article came out in the paper, and my friends were saying, look, nobody's running for the mountain. Yeah. What is wrong with the mountain area? We have a great neighborhood. We've got great people. Why do people not want to step up and represent? And, my question, of course, my answer is anybody's guess. It seems to always be like that in District 3.
Sure.
It's always tough to get people to run. So I thought about it and thought, well, okay, I could probably do this. I've done this. I know what it's about.
Yeah.
Put my name out there. Was kind of hoping, honestly, that it might encourage others to step up.
You wanted a little challenge, maybe?
Maybe a little challenge, maybe try to get some people thinking about it. Because, my feeling on some of this stuff is that if there are really good people running, you step back and you support them.
Sure.
When there's somebody good in the race, I'm not going to throw my name in the hat and try to challenge them. I'm just going to step up and support them. So anyway, it didn't happen that way. I ended up on the ballot and contested, and so there you go.
Biggest issue that you're tackling right now that people might not know about if they haven't been watching or reading?
Well, hopefully people are aware that we're looking at our revenue model very closely. And so, when I say looking at the revenue model, I'm really talking about taxation.
Yep.
What does that look like? Taxation, fees, everything under the sun. And people are so surprised when they learn that we don't have a property tax. Surprised. And it's, and I get it. A lot of people who have a mortgage. I have a mortgage, right? Maybe you don't study your property tax, where it goes, if you're, it's escrowed and the mortgage company deals with it and whatever, and that's fine. But anyway, when I tell people, no, we don't have a city property tax, so the revenues that are generated are largely sales tax, I get the blank stare and the open jaw.
How do you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so that's sort of a historical thing. I don't know. I probably can't tell the best story about it, but there was a property tax at one point in time, and it was swapped with the idea of, the property tax goes away. Okay. And instead what we will do is look at sales tax.
Sure.
And so when you look at sales tax, Scott Ford likes to say you're taxing the man behind the tree, meaning the visitor, the person who comes here and, is putting impact on services and maybe not that invested, in long-term Steamboat Springs. So at any rate, that swap happened, and it's probably a good thing back when the city was about 1,000, 1,200 people. Okay. Because maybe that worked and it encouraged tourism and encouraged people to embrace tourism as a way to generate revenue. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we're 12,000 permanent residents, and then we have the county, and the community of the county really uses city services, and I think we all count them as part of our community. Whether you're voting in the city or not, you are affected by the choice of the city, right? So at any rate, now we look at this and we say, okay, so we've grown to this degree. We have a larger population. We have a population that wants a lot of stuff. Yes. We want skate parks, and we want a core trail, and we want, a rec center, and we want a tennis bubble, and we want House and Hill.
Oh, yes.
A lot.
Yes.
We want House and Hill. So lots of things. And all of those things cost money, and all of those things deteriorate over time. And so there's this maintenance issue. And anyway, so we're looking at the revenue model. We're looking at how can we provide a level of service that people want and that people value, and also then make sure that our taxation structure and our fee structure is appropriate and fair.
See, I don't want to be a part of that.
It's just a small thing.
I'm just going to coach soccer. I'm just stay in that community level
Sounds
right
fun.
there. Bryn, west of town.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit real quick. What do you think? You feeling good about this talks?
Bryn Gray, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
So I've had some experience with annexation in my previous work in
did.
Arizona. Worked quite a bit on these issues, actually, and generally speaking, I'm on the environmental side of things. So how can we work with the developer to make sure that anything that happens is going to be beneficial, if possible, to the environment, to the natural resource base, but at a minimum, not detrimental.
Right.
So, one of the things that I've been looking at specifically with them is how can we set aside designated open space? How can we make sure there's a big riparian corridor in there?
Yeah.
There's wildlife movement. I mean, there's a lot going on over there. So I've been talking to them about how can we incorporate that more into the plan.
Gotcha.
And that to me is really important. I've been getting a lot of pressure from people, about we really need this housing.
Yeah.
And my response is, we really need this housing and we really need a good, solid written agreement.
That's perfect.
Good, solid written agreement. Good fences
Big
make good
picture.
neighbors, right?
You're the best. Sonia, how do they get in touch with you if they want to?
My information's on the website,
Website?
City of Steamboat Springs, smacy's@steamboatsprings.net.
Yep, another one of our representatives who will listen to you and reply to you and give you the honest answers. Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
You guys
no
come
problem.
back anytime, right?
Anytime.
Beautiful. City
Yep.
Council. Hello, Steamboat. Stick around. 80 o'clock. Lay's in the house. Yeah. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. Look, more greatness on the youthful side. 80 Clark Lay. How are you, kid?
Good, how are you?
Very good. How old are you now?
I'm 14.
You're not 15 yet?
No.
When are you 15?
January 1st.
Okay. Oh, New Year's, baby. That's going to be a party. I can't wait. Okay, and Dad turned 43 last week. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, Alan. We got your daughter here, your family, your wife's here, her bestest friend from Chicago is here. We got the crew. Thank you guys for coming as well. Have you heard her play before? She's pretty good? Yes. Yeah, all right. So you went to the Grand Canyon.
We did.
Did you take the guitar at all?
We didn't.
You
Not
didn't?
enough room.
You just left it?
Yeah.
Right? Did you write?
I didn't.
Do you sing out loud while you're driving?
Definitely.
Definitely? All right, but the fingers and the strings got to rest.
Yeah.
How was the trip?
It was really cool.
Yeah. Were you inspired to write anything?
Yeah. I'm trying to start.
Yeah?
Yeah. I haven't really wrote any songs yet, but I really, really want to start.
You do. And now you and I came to the Corner Slice and I was really impressed and I threw out an idea about you and I doing a little collaboration. Mm-hmm. And your mom and dad agreed to it.
Yes.
I can't believe how did you do this? We're not going to tell anyone what we're doing, right?
No.
Not till we're ready.
Not yet.
But you're really, and dad's, and Merrick said yes too. So, I mean, it's going to be awesome. We're just going to leave it at that. It's summer now, so
Yeah.
we have time to hang out.
Finally tan.
You look good. You look good. And then we're going to do our thing, but we got to get together and practice. Mom and I, we've been talking, and we got to work it out. But you're motivated. You got another show at the Slice.
Yeah, this Saturday, 16th, 6 to 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that? Last show looked like it went pretty well.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one.
Were you impressed at the turnout that you
I
got?
was. There was so many people.
That might have been us, right? And
Yeah.
your promoters are doing really well. Mm-hmm. You're not nervous ever at all, are you, anymore?
No.
You're done with that.
Yeah.
I love it. And so the people, they were jamming with you.
Yeah.
You get a lot of a little praise afterwards from people that you hadn't met before.
Yeah, people I hadn't even met before. I had some of my friends come last time.
Okay. And had they not seen you play?
Some of them hadn't seen me play. Tipped me very well. I was surprised I got a $20 bill.
Yes. Good tips.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we got Corner Slice Friday or Saturday.
Saturday.
Anything else coming up after that you're ready about?
I'm playing the farmer's market.
Oh,
so
yes.
you can catch me throughout the season.
What a coincidence. We'll be down there.
Yeah.
When are you at the farmer's market next? Do you know?
23rd.
23rd. And that's the 24/7 emergency center music tent, right? I believe that's what they're calling it. I got you 24/7. Now, what will you be playing there? Anything, everything, covers, something new?
Possibly some ukulele.
What?
I picked that up just a couple weeks ago.
Like it was sitting there and you're like, hey, what's this?
Basically, I got it a couple years ago for Christmas and I never actually picked it up and played it.
Who got you the ukulele?
My grandma.
Really?
Yeah. So it was sitting around and I was like, hey, why not?
Mom, is she any good?
She's very good.
Was it easy to pick it up and do it?
Yeah, it's a little weird because it's not the guitar. It
Right.
only has 4 strings. Strings
Okay.
aren't in order.
Oh, what would be see, here's my naivety. What would be the order that you would be comfortable with? So the guitar is,
It's just like in chronological order
Okay.
of like low to high.
okay, but
So
the
then
ukulele.
The ukulele is like high, low, higher, and then highest.
So you've got to think it through the whole time until you get it?
Yeah, I mean, once you learn the chords, it's pretty easy though.
Okay, and how long did it take you to learn that?
A day.
You never said she was genius. You did never mention that, just talented. All right, so heck, we'll move the chairs. You want to play?
Sure.
Deal. 8 o'clock late, you guys. Hold on, stick around. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. Hello, Steamboat, how you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. Guess who? Adia Clark Lay.
Lady
that to your mom?
Yeah.
Lucky. This one, she's awesome. We get her. Anytime you want, this is your place. Hello, Steamboat. Have a great day. Yeah? We good? You guys, stick around. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the week. 8 o'clock late.